Welcome back to Cooking Companions. We're just going to be hopping right back into it. See what's going on. It's still a little creepy, but we'll see what that. Just sit down, have a snack. We'll get to it. Don't worry. Relax. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You hear Mariah getting up. She looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. And Natalie has bags under her eyes. His eyes. Whoops. The storm is too loud. Karin looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And all I saw was rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. Kept pacing around the bedroom. Karin turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Flood waters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. Once the weather improves, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor. Ugh. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Natalie go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way? I should have... Whoops. We'll have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to different areas. Gregor's fake optimism is worrying. Mariah is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Let's speak with Gregor. Let's talk to my boy. He's super optimistic. Oh, hey. I know you already searched the kitchen, but I had to double check. A fool's errand. I wish everyone was in better spirits. It can't rain forever, right? Rainfall in this area can last days to weeks. Sorry. Okay, we're good. Rainfall in this area can last days to weeks. You tell Gregor to stay strong. You know what? Thank you. The group is really thankful for your kindness. Gregor blushes a little bit. Oh, you stop it, you little cutie. You little cutie. Oh my god. I always wanted to be the one that kept everyone in good spirits, but it's obvious you do that much better. Gregor's looking at you fondly. You're sure Gregor will remember that? Aww. How cute. What a cute little guy. The rain is pounding hard against the wooden cabin, but at least none of it is getting inside. You tell Gregor to keep his spirits up and join the others. You call everyone together. They all look nervous. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly all five of you take it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karin is the first to eat hers, chewing each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. I love how they spelled chewing. Chung, chung, chung. And Natalie chews it cautiously, slowly swallowing as he looks at the others. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. He inhaled it. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Oh boy, this is not looking too good. One of us is gonna have to go out there or something. Otherwise, it's just gonna be cannibalism. Good morning! Morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. It's still flooding. What are we going to do? Humans can live to about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water is a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or two, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 15 days a year here. But do you really think it will rain that long? And Natalie, it's been days already. What makes you think it'll stop soon? Eek! Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Corinne and Gregor to begin discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen or Natalie in the living room? I think it's said about everything you've done wrong and you've doomed it. You know, let's speak to Mariah. We gotta try and lift up their spirits. You know, we gotta talk to everybody, get to know them better. Hey, Mariah looks relieved to see you. Oh wow, that was fast. How are you holding up? Better question. How are you holding up? Not very good. Oh fuck yeah. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. She gets a little bit closer to you. I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of the foods the others make. But you respected that. Thank you. Aww. Mariah's looking at you with mad admiration. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute. But thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. Alright. Damn! Mariah loves me. Must be my beautiful charm. My beautiful gusto. You decided to check out the drawer again. You asked Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They want to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them, or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You'd just get deathly sick if you tried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With floodwaters rising, and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 655 plus 4.35 times weight in pounds, plus 4.7 times height in inches, minus 4.7 times age in years. Got it? For fun, let's try it out on someone here, Mariah, using Harris-Benedict. She looks like she's 120 pounds? Maybe 5 feet, 5 inches tall? About 20 years old? Crunching the numbers, I think she need about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through flood waters, we need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay? Shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Okay, well, hold on. What the fuck was that? My boy just pulled out the biggest "you're dead" ever. Like, what? Jesus Christ. You need 1,000 fucking... Oh my god, we are so screwed. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah! I used to swim all the time near my house. I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happened to your glasses, Natalie. You're as blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but, little guy, let me go. Gregor, sounds good to me. Karin! His arms are the longest, he's probably the best at climbing. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones. But we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements. Since we can't come to concession, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one, and the shortest will go outside to search for food. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths. You picked the biggest. You watched the others intently. Will it be Gregor? A Natalie? Karin? Will it be Looks like I've got the shortest. Mariah. It's okay. I watched Natalie forage earlier. Hold on. So I'll know what to look for. Just swim until you find higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karin and Natalie, Gregor. I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. Damn. They're acting like she's gonna die. There's still a chance. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is, and then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. Oh god. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to the bed. You have a strange dream. The two men in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a cabin guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out her legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. One of them looks behind her, eyes widening when she sees you. She's terrified. You've never been this angry in your entire life. You're gaining on them. They can't run forever. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch a glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm below.
Self-voicing enabled. You fall downward, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hellfire fills your lungs, you're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Self-voicing disabled.
Man, I really hope she's alive. Good morning. Do you think she made it to higher ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karin. How long? It's been almost a day since she left. And Natalie and Gregor look nervous.
Self-voicing disabled.
Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we can do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? Karen. I'm sure Natalie will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. I never should have eaten that much. Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Natalie just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You're sure Mariah will make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to a corner. What do you want to do today? Let's try and speak with a Natalie and see if he has anything up his sleeve that maybe we could try or something like that. Hey, the kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Mariah. Her laugh, her smile. I never got to tell her how I felt about it.
Self-voicing enabled.
Oh no. God damn it!
Self-voicing disabled.
She'll be back, right? You nod. Yeah. I wish we had rationed better. You decide to distract Natalie with an old story. There was once a villager who had to stock up supplies for the winter. He's filled his house with a cow, a sack of grains from the field, and I had 2 buckets of water. Mostly for the cow. He ran out of the room quickly. One day the villager grew sick. He knew he needed the life-giving milk from the cow to survive the winter. But when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grains. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only afford to feed himself. Each night, the cries of the cow kept him awake, until one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled into bed for the last time, sobbing as the snow deepened outside. The cow's sad eyes stared back at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but the buckets blocked his path. He was too weak, too sick. The final noise he heard was the cow still crying out for food. One haunting note to end his life. What the fuck, dude? What the hell? What is this, bro? I'm so confused. What is with this dude? Who am I? Why? What is going on? Oh my god. You should be. I feel like I'm a serial killer here, dude. What the hell? The chompettes can wait. You leave Natalie to his thoughts. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly. You only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat in a completely different room. What? Completely different room? What? Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Cook. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it onto the cooked meat. Where did you get that? You ignored Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you... The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, chewing ferociously. You take a meat and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? Where did I get the meat from? You explain how the meat is stored securely hidden so you can ration better this time. I understand. Thank you. Runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You hear him sobbing for a few minutes. This taste is... Wanders off, looking choked up. I was too weak. Left you some. Don't fight this, Natalie. Natalie takes a piece from the plate, turning his back to the group as he eats it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Okay, so did we murder her for meat? Is that what's going on? I don't know. I have no idea. Let's talk to Gregor. Let's see what he has to say. Hey, thanks for cooking the meat earlier. I was nearly passing out from the hunger pangs. Even if I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, I appreciate the vegetarian dishes you made earlier. You really respected Mariah's boundaries. Thank you. You smile. If there's extras, slip me a little more meat, okay? Gregor will remember that. Oh, hello, Cody Patody. Going to see how Natalie is doing. Later. You have the bedroom all to yourself. Where do you want to check? check first. Let's do underneath the floorboard. You notice a bone sticking out. Is it a human bone? Nope, chicken bone. Gross. Okay, don't scare me like that, please. Inside the nightstand. Onion?
Don't be a crybaby, it's just me! Onion!
Was just playing with some of the toys in its drawer. You're far too old to enjoy these. Alright, I'm gonna stop. You're never too old for toys. Anyways, need to attend a secret trumpet meeting.
Smell you later.
Onion bounces out of the bedroom. The drawer has various children toys in it. What's this? Another body of a child has been discovered within the city of Zakopane, with the remains stuffed into a barrel full of potatoes. The cause of death was identical to earlier victims, with a significant blood loss due to multiple stab wounds to the stomach. This marks the fourth victim by the butcher of Zakopane in less than a month. Man, this game is so fucking weird. It is so weird. I am so lost. I am so confused. I have no idea what is going on. What the hell? You take the bloody newspaper with you. You found all the hidden notes. Cool. Hours pass. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. They can never be satiated now. We've waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you need to ration the meat better this time. No dinner. Fine. I understand. I can wait. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly. Some fuck shit's gonna happen, man. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye's been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to the chair with a long rope to prevent you from moving. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker one. No turning back now. The blacksmith takes a hot poker out of the coals. It makes his eyes glow as he scowls at you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body as he raises the poker again. You wake in a cold sweat. Jesus. Man. I don't know what the hell's going on, bro. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? What? The floodwaters have reduced a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Where's Mariah? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something, right? Excuse me? I sometimes hear her crying through the radio. That's just a broadcast, right? I think we should have another piece of meat or breakfast. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Natalie? And Natalie looks at you begging. Bring us another slab, please. Clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Help me. Natalie. Gregor looks hurt by Natalie's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to some boiling cauldron water. It will taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it quickly. It smells good. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. And Natalie creates ripples in the broth with his finger. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what took over me. But Mariah, Natalie begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her eating. There's just an empty bowl now. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explained how most of it has gone bad. This is the last of it. How could you be so careless again? You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. What the hell are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? The storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. And Natalie? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants. Please, Natalie. You could swim back after looking. Gregor is right, Natalie. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. You're right. Mariah's still out there. He still hasn't accepted what happened. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Natalie. That's right, Natalie. Please help us. Let me sleep on it, okay? No problem, little guy. Everyone shuffles to their room, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Mariah. Something is approaching. Don't be a crybaby. It's just me, Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Natalie. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust my advice? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Do you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. That was a lie! People actually believed it in the 1500s? How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There even was a doctor in 1919 who tricked people into thinking it was true. Anyways, you know what smells worse than a raw onion left in the room? You! It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Could smell you before I came into the room. Yikes! So, can you stop Natalie from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. And Natalie can make his own decisions. Please? We don't need another one stalking the hallways, tapping on the windows, crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around? Scared to death that I'll run into her. Don't make me tattle to cabbage about you. She can be mean as potato if you get on her bad side. Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Natalie you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's only for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're for the frying pan tomorrow. Nothing beats sliding around on butter. Later! Oh, I'm so... So they did kill her. They had to have. And now they're going insane because of the fact that they did do that. And now they're also craving the food because they're very, 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 very deprived of food. And now they... Oh my god. Okay. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. I can't even form a thought, dude. Take a little drink. Cover a little bit. You have a strange dream. A fox is collecting payment from you. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in his journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food. A storm rages outside. I don't know if that's supposed to say that. As the snow piles up, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. Trees begin to look like charred meat. You take a cut out of one, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood as you wade through the snow. Days later, a deer gallops by. First creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Something smells terrible in the living room. Someone puked in the corner. You wipe it up with a rag to save them from the embarrassment. Oh my god, he's still alive. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Natalie? Bad idea. She's got a plan, Natalie. What's your decision? I barely slept last night. I could hear her whispers coming from the basement. She kept telling me to go outside. We don't want to rush you, but one of us puked last night. Really? Natalie, my patience is wearing thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. You can see the glint of Kareen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. Uh-huh. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Let me talk to Natalie. And Natalie looks pale. Thanks for coming. And Natalie seems comforted by your presence. Oh my god, I've only given him 1 heart, bro. Oh my god. Excuse me. Have you checked out the basement door closely? Every so often, I could see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to go out, but I don't want her tormenting me anymore. You know what's down there, don't you? No. Wow. You aren't fooling anyone. Please get away from me. Hold on. Wait, I kind of want to say yes. Of course you do. How else would you keep... Oh. God, that's so messed up. Natalie looks like he's going to puke. Please get away from me. Natalie leaves your vicinity. It looks like a Natalie will remember that. You call everyone together for a meeting. Natalie, you okay, little guy? Looks pale, like he's going to pass out. And Natalie, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out, I promise. Thank you, Natalie. Big tears roll down Gregor's eyes. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Natalie. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. Karen, yes? Gregor looks at you unexpectedly. Did you want to say anything to Natalie? You say nothing. Goodbye, Natalie. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. And Natalie has left the cabin. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we can do now is wait. Good night. Karen goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. You hear a scraping on the floor. Found you! You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired women. Cabbage called an emergency Chompette meeting and told me to give you this mission. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yes. It's the yeast you could do, right? You tell Brett that pun didn't make sense. On a roll today, I'll see you around. Brett hops away, pushing himself through a mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brett said to you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down to the workbench. After working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you decide to dry the cuts with the towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching. You clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you, waking a cold sweat. There goes Natalie. With the glasses and everything, bro. Oh my fuck. You wake up in a completely different place. Did you sleepwalk? Or you found some meat? Everybody's still asleep. This would be a nice surprise after yesterday's events. You decide to surprise everyone with breakfast. You start by cutting each slice very thin. You brown each side in the oven, releasing a unique smell in the air. Karen runs into the kitchen. What is that smell? Give it to me, now! You don't argue. Karen grabs a cutlet, burning her hands before bringing it into her mouth. Ah! She hungrily devours it, barely chewing. She grabs another cutlet off the plate and eats it. You thought she was concerned with rationing. Gregor wakes up from the couch and heads into the kitchen. Oh God. Already? Gregor looks conflicted, but he succumbs to the hunger. They always do. Gregor eats his food in a few bites, grabbing more with his hands. Tears start streaming down his face, but he doesn't make a sound. You join them quickly, consuming the meat on the table. I can think straight again. We'll be out of here in no time. No need to ration. Karen is sounding more determined than before. I'm going to lay down on the couch, trying to keep this food down. Gregor crawls onto the couch, turning his back to you. Karen leads in close to whisper, I'm glad Mariah and Natalie are gone. They were stopping us from bonding properly. How did you get so good at it? You tell Karen. After one bite, it just made me feel whole again. Even with the nightmares. It's worth it. It took a few nights, but I fought back. And now it's all I could think about. I read the book on necropsy. Blah, 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 blah. The text is ancient, but the diagrams are beautifully drawn. Very descriptive. How many years did it take you to perfect your art? You tell her. Yeah, right. I used to tell Mariah that you weren't funny, but that's not true. Sorry about that. You've grown on me. Karen pauses, deep in thought. You know Gregor can't swim, right? He'd be next to leave, but he doesn't stand a chance outside. They always seem to come back, right? In one way or another. Why wait for him to come back? Karen hands you a vial of liquid. I think you know what needs to be done. This is a strong anesthetic. I want you to slip this into Gregor's mug tonight. He won't feel any pain until he wakes up. All I have to do is stand back and let me work on him. This request is beyond extreme. Will you do this for me? Okay, so if I say yes, would I be able to potentially do it to her instead? Let me say, why don't you do it? I need to psych myself up for what's next. This is my first time, and I want it to be perfect. No. Fine. Save that for a rainy day. I have everything set up by the couch. You don't have to watch. The restraints should be easy to apply myself. Gregor's strength is a farce. Gregor? Hi. Hey, Karen, what are you doing? Untie me! Oh my god, this will be over soon, Gregor. Ah! Stop! Gregor has turned silent. You leave her alone, going into the bedroom, calling into bed, but... Ooh. Natalie slept in. You fall asleep almost instantly. Why the fuck didn't I stop it? What? What the fuck? Wake up, sleepyhead. Oh god, what's back there? You were having a nightmare. Thanks for letting me practice last night. I think I did a great job. We didn't all breakfast this morning to celebrate. Breakfast? With what? That's a surprise. Gregor already finished his... Took a few hours though. Come on, let's eat. You get out of bed and head to the living room. Oh. Why? He's a little weak from the blood loss, but don't worry. Bandage him up like a field medic. What is it, Gregor? Where am I? Maybe if you spend as much time reading books as chopping wood, you have noticed the pages I was bookmarking in the necropsy book. What are you talking about? Do I have to spell it out for you? You're useless. You can't swim. How could you help us if you'd immediately drown? What? I put some of your limbs away for safekeeping. That leg was pretty tasty earlier, huh? Gregor goes pale. How's that for a big breakfast? Gregor looks at you. Don't even think about crawling away. If you leave this couch, I'll end you. We'll eat your fresh arm when everything else is gone. Let me start cooking some more of your leg. I'll leave you two alone to chat. This has gone too far. Hey, all I wanted was to keep everyone alive and together. But I failed. Are you disappointed in me? No. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Growing up, my mother always made sure I never went hungry. Seconds, thirds, fourths. I was never satisfied. One day, on my way home from school, I was walking past a town inn. Something smelled amazing. It was coming from a pile of trash. I dug through it and discovered a bag, a meal that was fresh out of the oven. At least, that's what I thought. I became severely ill with food poisoning, dry heaving into the toilet for hours. My mother rubbed my back and eventually carried me to bed. Like everywhere else, I was just here for the food. I'll never get this foul taste out of my mouth. She's going to keep eating me. I'm sorry. Getting too lightheaded to hold a good conversation. She's going to torture me again. You know that, right? You nod. Gregor goes a little more pale. Can you cover me with a blanket? I'm so cold. This cabin, everything about it chills me to the bones. Please, consider it my dying wish. Yes, consider your dying wish granted. Thank you. Much warmer now. Watch out for that knife, okay? Gregor begins to look at Peace. And you watch the last of Gregor's air escape his lungs. What the hell do you think you're doing? You tell Karen that Gregor gave up. We could have kept him alive for another week. What's wrong with you? No matter. Plenty of food left now. Karen leaves you alone. You head to the kitchen to try and find the other remains. Gregor. You look at the pile of dishes and your mind starts to wander. Let's play hide and seek. There's 5 of us to find. Can you find us all? The red-haired woman should know where the basement key is. And I bet one of us is hiding down there. She's whittling something in the rocking chair right now. So watch out for that knife. Probably best to avoid the knife. Wait, isn't that your knife? Why did you let her have it? You shrug. As the leader of the Chompets, it's important you find all of us. So please don't forget any of us. Good luck. Cabbage rolls away and tries to hide. Why would Cabbage want to play hide and seek right now? You have been neglecting the Chompettes lately. Can't hurt to play along with them, right? You go to talk to Karen in the living room. Karen's just slicing away at a block of wood. Gregor's remains have been stored for safekeeping. Scrubbed all the blood out of the couch to save you the trouble. Yes? Have you seen the basement key anywhere? Wasn't it in the kitchen? You can't remember. I haven't seen the key. Maybe one of the Chompettes can help you find it in the kitchen. You decide to go look for it. Thankfully, there's not too many places for Cabbage to hide. Where do you want to check first? Behind the woodpile. No spiders, the cupboards, they're empty. The cauldron? Hey, Cabbage! She always seems to pick the same hiding spot. Ah, you found me! Well done! As the leader of the Chompets, getting through those mouse holes is a chore. Can't find any Chompets to push me through. You'll help me out, right? Cabbage has joined the party. 4 Chompets to go! What's next, Cabbage? Glad you asked. Keep it up. You'll be a member of the Chompets in no time. You asked Cabbage about the basement key. Did you forget again? It's right in that nasty oven. There's nothing but a big pile of ashes in there. You found the basement key. There it is. That's to the room where we found Potato. Check behind the cauldron for the other one. You've got the basement entrance key. Alright, 2. Let's go find Onion. He's hiding in the basement. Or bedroom. She's making hide and seek far too easy. Chompets! Find Onion! Cabbage rolls down the hallway. Can't hurt to find Onion, right? Explore the bedroom. Found him! Don't be a crybaby, it's just me, Onion. Today, I'm feeling sweet as a sugar cane. Honest. Wow. Did you eat something gross? Your breath stinks. Drenched head to toe in sweat, too. Could smell you coming a mile away. Gross. Did the red-haired women scare you or something? You tell Onion everything that happened. Whoa! Sounds like I missed some messed up stuff. You get a pass. I'm sorry to hear about Mariah, and Natalie, and Gregor. But yikes! 3 people dead in less than a month. Not as bad as 5 people in one night, though. Right? I'll probably lose my lunch if I had to see that again. Anyways, don't worry, I got your back. Onion has joined the party. Glad to have you join us, Onion. No problem, Cabbage. I think I heard Bread making noise in the living room. You know how loud he can get. Bread! The one and only. Chompets! Let's move out! Your party is quickly expanding. 3 Chompets left. You're getting a terrible headache. Your face is feeling numb. Your legs aren't moving. Oh well. You do some time breathing exercises for a few minutes. That seemed to help. Time to get that bread. You proudly strut to the living room, happy to be alive. Where is he? You hear Bread come out of the mouse hole. He's taking his sweet time. Found me! Everyone's secretly favorite Chompet. Bread! Don't you loaf me? My cousin Cornbread taught me that one. He has hundreds, no, thousands of terrible puns. He's my role model. So, What do you need? Tell Bread about the gathering the Chompettes together. That's a pretty crummy idea. Remember what happened last time? With Potato? I mean, you're going against the whole grain here. Do you really think we want to go back downstairs? Bread, we need help finding Potato. Miss you, big guy. Come help. I would never let the Chompettes down. No need to pass my culinary quiz. I'm coming with you. Bread has joined the party. That's great, Bread. Glad to have you on board, Bread. Of course. Wait. Are you drooling? All three Chompettes are staring at you. Are you thinking of eating at us? You accidentally lick your lips. Snap out of it. You already ate. We're no good for that, you glutton. Uh-oh. Did they pass out? Holy cow, get them up. So heavy. Uh-oh. You stumble to your feet. Let's, go find Raspberry and never speak of this again. I think I heard her over by the basement door. Perfect! Chompettes! Mosey out! You have 3 Chompettes in your party. 2 more to go. Your head feels like it's going to crack open. Your hands have gone completely numb. This one is lasting longer than the others. You focus on wiggling your toes for a minute. You didn't pass out cold on the floor! 2 more to go! You can go check the basement door. Where is she? You feel a chill run up your spine. Goosebumps are all over your body. She's here. Everything turns silent. You can almost hear her breathing. Raspberry? You can't sneak up on me. Don't ever try that again. Surprise! Found you, Raspberry. Oh, wow, it's Barry. Nice to see you, Cabbage. We wouldn't leave you behind, Raspberry. Honest, we need your help finding Potato. Our combined Chompette detective skills says he's in the basement. Oh, yeah? Let's find Potato and get out of here. Raspberry's joined the party. 1 more to go. Don't worry. The basement is already unlocked. Oh, crap. The red-haired woman is coming over here. Chompettes, let's hide out. All 4 Chompettes quickly escape. You pretend to be studying the basement door. You hear Kareen creeping up behind you. Found you. You can see the knife out of the corner of Kareen's dress. I don't know if I can wait any longer. Show me where you keep hiding the meat. Let's tear them apart, piece by piece. Just like Gregor. Karen looks like she's ready to bury a knife in you. What do you do? Tell her about the basement. So that's why it's locked. Open it. I have to see the room. You open the basement door. Thank you. I'll bring up some cutlets and we'll have a great dinner. Okay? See you soon. Karen descends the staircase in the darkness. You lock the basement door. Did you just lock the door? You block out her screams of rage. Given enough time, they will end. You crawl into bed and go to sleep. That's not gonna go well, dude. She has a knife. You slept in today. The pounding has completely stopped. You really need to go to the bathroom. You decide to open your eyes. You must have sleptwalked to the bathroom last night. The glow of the candle is oddly comforting. The candle blew out, and the door is locked. You find a flashlight in the corner of the bathroom and turn it on. You're in the dark, but you're not alone. Click on objects around the bathroom to get more information or hidden clues. If you're stuck, just wait a little bit to see the glint of objects and to inspect around the bathroom. Just move around your cursor to search the room. I'm not alone. Hello. Are you locked in the bathroom again? You tell about the candle being blown out. Maybe you should just try wiggling it a little bit? You unlock the bathroom doors. Sometimes the simplest method is the best one. Excuse me. Need to conduct the next search secret Chompette meeting. Later! You quickly make your escape. Well, getting locked in the bathroom is enough excitement for one day. You get under the covers and quickly fall asleep. I think I'm dead. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. Oops.
Self-voicing disabled.
Just your imagination again. Karen can't still be alive. Somebody's at the door. You grip the doorknob tightly, getting ready for what's next. That can't be the real Gregor. You determine the haunt has officially begun. Events like this are rare. Creating vengeful spirits is difficult. In this state, they'll try giving you a heart attack, push you down a flight of stairs, or cause you to wander into an early demise. The rain has stopped. You decide to look out the window. Oh, what the fuck was that? The flood waters are completely gone. Karen would be excited to see this, saying that she's rotting in the basement. No good reason to leave the cabin, plenty of food here now. You've been so busy you've forgotten to eat. You entered the kitchen for a snack. Karen's hiding spot was too obvious. You grab some meat from the wooden pile. You take a few bites of it. You lost more of your humanity. Not fresh enough. Oh well. You decide to crawl back into bed and get a little extra sleep. Whoa. You have a strange dream. The clouds have parted. The rain has gone away. You wake in a cold sweat. Is this another trick or... Good morning? She's still sticking around. You enter the kitchen to get breakfast. The meat is gone. That noise was coming from the living room. A Natalie? Nobody's here. Some deep scratches are dug into the wood by the couch. Something is approaching. What's making that noise? It sounded like it was coming from the basement door. You go over to investigate. A cold wind is blowing through the hole in the door. You get goosebumps all over your arms. Is this a... Ooh. You wake up in a cold sweat. Oh, God. I'm getting, like, fucking goosebumps and shit, bro. It's raining again. They're taunting you with the dreams of a sunny day. You get out of the bed and head to the living room. The couch still smells like Gregor's sweat. Should you have stopped her? You already did. The couch is still comfortable, even after Gregor imprinted on it. You decide to take a nap, which quickly turns into a sleep. Damn, my boy just keeps sleeping, bro. What are you doing? Get the fuck up. You must have woken up too early. The cabin living room is pitch black. Pick up flashlight nearby to explore the darkness. Natalie? Oh, God. First note you ever received. Thinking about the messenger puts a smile on your face. What am I looking for? Oh. You notice a note sticking out from one of the books. I know you've been ignoring my other letters, so I'm begging you, please bring back my daughter safely, or I will need to get the others involved. I have left payments outside the door and will pay any price. Please let her go. We don't have to involve anyone else. You take the mother's note with you. You lay back down on the couch, drifting back to sleep. Dude, this is so weird. This is so weird. You walked again. You hear Potato mumbling in the drawer. Oh, it's you again. Tell me. Your first week with the others. Where did you sleep? You think for a minute, but come up with nothing. It's worse than I imagined. Do you remember any concussions? Still nothing? You would routinely collapse around the cabin. Walked into walls too, even fell down the basement stairs. Yum, 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 yum. I can't believe you haven't broken your neck yet. You seem to survive almost anything, right? Must be that addiction to meat, or something else. Would you share that secret with me? You tell Potato the secret. Wow. Didn't think you'd be dumb enough to tell me. Thank you. You instantly regret telling Potato. You think Karen is still alive downstairs? She'll be much stronger than last time you saw her. She's been eating them. Probably finding something useful down there too. When's the last time you've eaten? It's time to take it back from her. Go downstairs. Put an end to this. Not for them. For me. You head for the basement door. It's been enough days, right? You open the door and prepare for the worst. It's just a staircase. Nothing to be scared of. You begin your descent. Something is approaching. Can you hear me? I've been down here the entire time. It's so good to see you again. There's plenty of bread down here. Why aren't you saying anything? And Natalie's down here. Come have some bread with us. They always try things like this. You're not falling for this one. Why aren't you listening to me? There's bread down here. Loads of it. Fine. Down here. Beware of Karen. She is ill beyond repair, and she will rip the flesh off your bones. We'll speak again. You feel Mariah leaving the staircase. You continue your descent. The walls, they're a mix of dirt and soot. Something is approaching. Stop it. Don't. Don't fucking do it. Don't! Gregor, bro. I'm glad I found you. The rain outside has stopped. Did you hear that knocking behind you? Another trap. Everyone else is upstairs. Mariah was worried sick about you. You tell Gregor about speaking with Mariah. I guess I can't lie to you, huh? If you won't come upstairs with me, please turn on the light when you reach your room. I want to see the look on your face when the light bulb turns on. You nod. Thank you. Thanks for letting me lick the bowls clean. We'll meet again soon. Beware of Karen. You feel Gregor leaving the staircase. You descend deeper into the abyss. The air pressure down here feels heavier. You touch your ears. Blood is leaking out. Something is approaching. Oh, man. Oh! Thought you'd still be fending off that glutton Gregor right now. You tell Natalie about meeting with Gregor and Mariah. Oh. You don't want to pick onions outside? You shake your head. Guess there's no fooling you, huh? You're asking Natalie where Karen is. Below us. Wait, what? Waiting to devour you. Down here, the whispers have told me about you. How long did you leave them in there? Beware of Karen. She'll wipe that smug smile off your face. See you again. You feel Natalie leaving the staircase. You grit your teeth and keep going. Your feet finally hit solid ground in the basement. Something doesn't feel right. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light. Fucking goddamn it. You've come so far, proud of you. As leader of Chompettes, I want to let you know. Fuck. We have your back. No matter what happens down here, just call out and we'll be there. Honest. Wouldn't let you die down here. When you least expect it, we'll roll with you. You can't sneak up on me. But sneaking up on you, extremely easy. Too much wax in yours? Raspberry. Don't get on Raspberry's bad side. Yours have so much dirt in them, they could probably grow potatoes. We'll have to work on those jokes, Potato. Sure. Weren't you hiding in the basement room? I wouldn't miss a killing for the world. Just remember, down here, you can call on us. We'll help you out in a bind. And if you get lost down here, please don't go into the room. It's the only place we won't go. That's correct, Potato. Thank you for coming along with us. Fuck. It's not a change of heart, because you really never had one. I don't think he should come with us. The only joke here is you, Potato. That's enough. Chompettes, let's help out! The Chompettes get in position behind you, ready for what's next. You feel around the wall blindly and locate the light switch. Took you long enough. Let's end this. What the fuck is this? Should have kept the door locked. Chompettes! You called on me first because I'm the leader, right? The Chompettes are ready to help you out down here. Watch out for that knife! Please survive. We want to play hide and seek again. Chompettes! Help out! Cabbage has filled you with hope. You gain 5 HP. Sprint towards you. Ow! Are you talking to yourself again? I'll throw you in the floods. Dodge. Dodge this! Oh, okay. Blood is running down. Okay. Don't speak to me. I'll attack. You barely land the soft punch. A tear rolls down Karen's cheek. You should have never left Ukraine. Hey, it's me, Onion. No crying down here, okay? Let me look at your ear. Blood? Gross. Your eyes begin to water. Hey! Why did I tell you about crying? You got this, champ. Good luck. But only a little bit. You gain 5 HP. Sprints towards you. Son of a bitch. Are you talking to yourself again? Karen clenches the knife. You're going to taste better than a Natalie. Your arm is bleeding. Hey, go ahead. I'll throw you in the flood. Damn. Damn. Dodge! Tastes better than Gregor. Should have kept the door locked. God damn it, come on! There we go. Sprint towards you. Okay. Alright. Son of a bitch. Chopette, please. Please. Fuck. I'm dead. Don't speak to me. She looks like she's plotting her next attack. I don't think I can dodge. Pauses to look at you. Should have never left Ukraine. Oh, okay. Sprints towards you. Yep, I'm dead. Son of a bitch. You're going to eat those... Fuck. Tags you to she devours your body on the floor of the basement. Your corpse lasts a week. Took you long enough. Oh, okay. So we just keep doing this then. Attack! Sprints towards you. You feel the blood running down your arm. Clutches the knife. You're going to taste better than a Natalie. Damn. Alright. Attack again! Son of a bitch. Don't speak to me. Dodge. Okay. Chopette. All of this is my cousin Cornbread. As Sam. It's getting harder and harder to recall any long-term memory. Is Onion my sibling? You shake your head. Oh, good luck. God damn it! Heal me! Heal me! Heal me! What? What? The fuck? Oh my god. Uh-oh, okay. Well, shit. She's dead now. I want my knife back. Finish one last job. Karen quickly stumbles down the hallway, turning left at the end. You're hobbling after her, but the basement is getting darker and darker. You hear the small echoes of Karen's footsteps in the distance. You're getting lightheaded. A cool liquid is coming out of your ears. You almost trip a few times as you move forward. Your shoes begin sticking to the ground. This area has a door in each direction. You head east, opening the door. You feel Karen's presence close by. Oh my fuck. Welcome. We've been waiting. Turn on the light. Where's Karen? She's ravenous. Completely ravenous. Lost in the abyss. She will never escape. Fleeing west did nothing. We traded one tragedy for another. Karen will stop your ambitions. Wretch. Abomination. Horror. Turn on the light and save your inhumanity. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Turn on the light. Reap what you have sown. Mariah, Natalie, Gregor, Karen, I won't forget you. Cooking companions. Jesus Christ, dude. What the hell? Is it not done yet? You hear talking upstairs. Thieves? You grab your flaying knife and silently go upstairs. You'll eat well tonight. Before look at you, completely shocked out of sight. She doesn't look like she has the courage to speak. We've been lost for a few days. Your cabin is the only hut we've seen out here. Can we stay here a few nights? You clear your throat and ask the question you've asked 1,000 times. Did you come on your own free will, or were you sent? We were technically sent. Natalie! We came on our own free will. The woman looks confident in her answer. They answered incorrectly. You clear your throat again, coughing profusely. You may stay in the cabin until you're ready to leave. The group looks terrified of you, as they should be. Wasn't that trail steep? Yeah. Group finally returns to normal. It's forced, but they attempt to save face. That walk is brutal, but this cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water, it really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. Rena, check it out. A cabin all the way out here. What about that psychopath? We lost him a few kilometers away. Don't worry. Doesn't look like anyone's home. Hello? Come on, Rena. Sun is setting. Let's take shelter here, just for the night. You sure that's a good idea, Selena? Of course. Front door has a few different ways to lock it. Should keep him at bay if he shows up. Hope there's some snacks in here. Bolek. I guess we don't have a good choice. We'll be back to Zakopane in the morning. Don't worry about it. It's just for one night. You decide to join up with your friends inside. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. It seems like there's still a lot more to the story. I really thought that was gonna be it right then and there, but I guess there's more to it. This is so weird, dude. I don't. Oh man. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good day and or night. Bye bye.